Be with you, Rachel.
Let me ask you if any of the way that I explained that sort of seems the wrong way around to you, or if it seems like I'm putting the emphasis in the wrong place. It seems to me that Trump having a judge arrested is a reckless and desperate move. It seems to me like, yes, there are connections to previous flashpoints and tensions that Trump has raised in even his first term by trying to put federal immigration agents into state courts. But to me, this mostly just seems crazy.
Well, I regard it very much within the prism of what we've been dealing with over the last month, which is an intense assault on judicial independence. They have been disobeying federal court orders systematically. They have incurred criminal contempt findings in the courtroom of Judge Boasberg, a conservative Republican judge. They have been demanding the impeachment.
We know two things to be very true of Donald Trump's administration. The first is that the cruelty is always the point MAGA wants to inflict pain upon their political opponents. The other truth is that Donald Trump knows all he has left at this point is intimidation, fear. He wants to make people afraid. And the clearest example of that is how Donald Trump is now arresting judges and threatening to arrest and attacking members of Congress. And we saw that in Newark, where Donald Trump arrested the mayor and threatened members of Congress who were doing their job in oversight over an ICE facility. And that attack just backfired as Donald Trump got caught in a lie about those arrests that we're going to get into. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already, and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button, it goes a long way. And it really does mean a lot to me now. Before we can get into the lie that Donald Trump was caught in, we got to get a little bit of context, and that starts with what Judge Raskin had to say when Donald Trump began arresting judges in this clip right here.
Well, I regard it very much within the prism of what we've been dealing with over the last month, which is an intense assault on judicial independence. They have been disobeying federal court orders systematically. They have incurred criminal contempt findings in the courtroom of Judge Boasberg, a conservative Republican judge. They have been demanding the impeachment of judges who rule against the lawlessness of the Trump administration. There are now more than 90 preliminary injunctions and temporary restraining orders against the chaos that's been unleashed on the country by the Trump administration. And now they're arresting judges. And the first felony criminal charge brought against Judge Hannah Dugan in Wisconsin is interfering with a legal proceeding, which is essentially what they've been doing all along. What Judge Boasberg is about to hold them in criminal contempt for, and has found that there is probable cause for criminal contempt, is that they deliberately ignored and defied his order not to take off in those airplanes headed for El Salvador and not turning the airplanes around. So on the logic of this arrest of Judge Dugan, all of the people in the Trump administration who participated in defying that order by Judge Boasberg themselves could be arrested for interfering with a legal proceeding and perhaps other criminal charges like kidnapping, as you were suggesting before.
Intimidation is very clearly the goal. This has nothing to do with the rule of law because, as Judge Raskin pointed out, they're breaking their own laws that they're claiming somehow these judges are violating, which they're not. They're making things up to try to justify their actions. They're fabricating these stories because they think it's good PR for really, truly a failing deportation effort. Sure, it's illegal, it's abominable, but Donald Trump is in no way hitting his goals. That's what these stunts are for. That's what that attack on the mayor of Newark was about. And we saw Congressman Menendez call that out that day. And then we're going to get into the lie. The Republicans who attacked him got caught in
himself mayor of the largest city in New Jersey, waiting for us to come back. ICE brought to meet the mayor of Newark over 20 armed individuals. 20 armed individuals to confront the mayor of Newark, along with 3 members of Congress. It was an act of intimidation. It was an act of intimidation not just to the mayor, not just to us, but to everyone watching. We know what ICE has been doing in our communities. We know that the president lied and this administration lies every day when they're saying they're going after criminals. It is not true. They feel no weight of the law. They feel no restraint on what they should be doing. And that was shown in broad daylight today when they not just arrested the mayor of Newark, but when they put their hands on 2 members of Congress who are standing behind me. How is this acceptable to anyone in this country? How is this acceptable? I fight along with these 2 incredible women every day for the people of New Jersey. We fight for the country that we should be. What we saw today is the country that we live in under Donald Trump and his Department of Homeland Security, under his ICE, does not reflect who we are as a country. It reflects everything wrong with the moment that we're in. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable and should shake every American to the core, to their core, to our collective core, that this happened today here in the city of Newark, the most inclusive city in New Jersey, with the mayor who represents the city, with the congresswoman who represents the city, and with Bonnie Watson-Coleman, who's fought for the people of New Jersey her entire distinguished career. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. And it should be unacceptable.
Very clearly, the members of Congress who were there and the mayor of Newark were just simply doing their job, doing oversight. But no, Donald Trump claimed that these were people of such great strength, intimidating and attacking the ICE agents, who, by the way, were not identifying themselves. They were masked. So I don't really know how you can present these people were under attack when you didn't even know who they were. But that's what they were trying to present. That's the story. That was a story that, of course, was a lie. And the spokesperson for DHS got called out and caught in that lie on CNN in this clip right here.
I'm going to play here on the left side of the screen what you described, what you say happened there. And on the right side of the screen, I'm going to show the video of the mayor going into the facility, passing through the gates. So let's play those simultaneously.
What happened is that these members of Congress, including the mayor as well, and a mob of protesters, as there was a bus full of detainees going through the gate, they stormed the gate and actually entered the first security checkpoint.
And so the video that the mayor posted on his social media also showed him, let's play that now. This is the mayor walking through the gate after being welcomed. Play the video that's in preview. This is the mayor, how he actually got into the facility, right? There's no bus. There's no mob of people storming in. The members of Congress in this are not even with him. So how do you reconcile what you say happened and what the video showed of how the mayor got onto that facility's property?
Victor, it must have been a mistake by your team, because last week, as soon as I was after this show, I sent your team the video where these individuals, these members of Congress and the mayor, were storming that facility. So Trisha, I'm sure you guys have that other video.
We do have that video. That's the next question. Share it. That's the next question. But re-rack that video. Re-rack the video I just showed of the mayor being welcomed in by this security person, right? This is how the mayor got onto the facility's property. You said they stormed in next to a bus.
They did storm it, and you're not showing the video, Victor. You are not showing the video. I'd love for you to show the video as well, where a sitting Congresswoman, LaMonica McIver, was body slamming, body ramming, striking with her fist, pushing, shoving, whatever you want to call it, assaulting ICE officers. Exactly. American people should know who's in that facility that they are so desperately trying to get out. Members of MS-13. Known terrorists, child rapists, murderers. These are the worst of the worst, Victor, and the fact that these sitting members of Congress and this mayor continue to defend these actions is wrong.
Sure. We're now playing the video that you posted after our interview. This is the video you posted. You claim that Congresswoman LaMonica McIver body slammed someone. That was your term, not a term I introduced.
Yes.
I looked up body slam because I thought I knew what it meant when you sent videos that you claimed show a body slam. Oxford, Cambridge, those dictionaries say that it's a wrestling move where someone is lifted off the ground and slammed onto the ground. I don't see that in this video.
Victor,
so how do you...
Victor, body slammed, body rammed, punch, shoved, push, whatever you want to call it.
Where was this body slamming by 60s, something-year-old members of Congress? Where was that? All I saw was Donald Trump's mass thugs attacking people doing their job in an effort to intimidate them. And I don't even know if those were ICE agents. We still don't. These are people who do not identify themselves. They dress in street clothes. They cover their faces. And why? Because they know they're breaking the law on behalf of Donald Trump. But what a shock that is, how this administration carries out its business. That's what it's about, attacking vulnerable people, imposing their disgusting will, and they're doing it on children as well. Christine No got called out for that. The deporting of U.S. citizen children in this clip right here.
Welcome to this committee. Had the honor of hearing testimony from Secretary Kelly, Secretary Mayorkas, and of course you. Welcome. We all have the same interests, which are protecting Americans, American taxpayers, as we move forward in our jobs. And I want to say that your testimony, my colleague from Louisiana, and myself have the same interests, which are to protect Americans, especially to protect children, especially to protect American citizen children. That's where my concern is, Madam Secretary, that your administration, I believe, has consistently violated the law by denying due process to U.S.-born American children. Under your watch, you've deported American children, U.S.-born children. Some of the examples, I only have 5 minutes to talk about, but I'll come back to the case that was described or discussed a little while ago, which was 2 American children, 4 and 7, were put on a plane with their mother, sent to Honduras within 24 hours of being detained. There was an attorney involved. And we're debating right now the issue, as if you stated, that the mother wanted the child to go with her, but there was an attorney involved. That person was not consulted. That family was denied the opportunity to talk to that attorney. The attorney was there. What is wrong with asking the attorney? You've got a family that had been checking in, following ICE direction. Check in, bring your family to check in. They weren't let out. That happens in my district all the time. Families check into ICE. If ICE determines they should be deported, you know what we do? I call ICE and I say, give them 30 days. Some of these families have been in this country 20, 30 years. Give them 30 days to get their situation in order. Make sure that they figure out how to keep their American children in the U.S. Give them the opportunity to make an educated decision on the lives of American citizens. In this case and other cases, ma'am, you have split-second decisions to make a decision on those children. And you, Madam Secretary, also make split-second decisions based on whatever coerced discussion you're having with that mother. And I say coerced because when you're scared to death, your life is about to change, and you've got an attorney next door that you will not permit that family to consult with that attorney, you got an issue. Case number 2, 2-year-old American daughter, also deported to Honduras. They were also denied access to their lawyers. According to her lawyer, ICE prevented the mother from speaking to the lawyer or anyone else in the family.
It is an administration of cruelty that seeks to make you afraid, but it is our job to combat it, to speak out. And we are certainly going to be doing so on this show every single day. And if you want to support that, as always, you can hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and if you stuck around to the end, you can drop a blue heart in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you soon.